Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to my YouTube session. And in this session, let's talk about object oriented principles in Python. So, let's start from the beginning and understand first thing first. So, what are classes and what they do? I hope some of you must be familiar with what is classes and what does they do if you have some basics of other programming knowledge. But still, let's go through and understand what they are. If I say class is a user-defined blueprint or a prototype, let us understand this with an example. Now, for an example, you need to develop a calculator application, let's suppose. So you have to define one prototype, correct? As what all different operations a calculator provides. Like it provides sum, it will provide multiplication, I'll not write and because it does lot many things, but let's take so many now. Some multiplication and division. And you need to give some constant value as well. For example, if you wanted to sum, you need some variables too. There are different operations you need to perform if you want to develop a calculator. That is very basic. So this we all understand without even knowing any program, right? So you have a class called calculator. Just try to follow me. We will see all of it through a demo as well. Now just try to concentrate on each and every word of what we say and we will also correlate by taking one example. Okay. So as I said, there are different operations you need to perform if you want to develop a calculator application. So you have a class called calculator and you define what all operation you need as part of that building. That is nothing but one class. If you create a class called calculator, you will have method as sum, multiplication and division. So that tomorrow this looks like a blueprint and anyone can use the functionality by utilizing that class. So this is the importance of creating a class. And as I said, you will be writing the methods and all of it will be wrapped inside a class and that class can be utilized further. You are just providing them a prototype of how calculator looks like by providing all the operations inside that class. So basically, if I have to say class will have methods, it will have variables. When we say variables, it can be of class variable and instance variable. Okay, what else? Constructor and self keyword. So if we talk about class, you will hear all these terminologies like methods, variables, constructor, self keyword, all of it, right? Now let's try to understand how class can have all this and why they are required, and let's quickly see how we can declare a class in Python first. Now let's understand how you have to declare a class, right? So if you wanted to declare a class, you should remember this identifier. This is a keyword that you should remember if you wanted to declare a class. You need to say class all in lowercase and then you will give class name. Now since we have taken an example of calculator and we will understand, let's say calculator and we say colon. That's the end of this declaring a class. As soon as we put colon, that means that's the end of declaring a class, and when we hit enter, we'll be in the Next line. So you see, I think previously also we talked about Python plays a very important role and it is very strict with the indentation, right? Now we have already discussed in the previous sessions of ours where we discussed in previous in other programming language probably you will have this curly braces opening and closing, and which indicates that whether the body of this class is over or not, but that's not the case with the Python, and Python strictly follows the indentation. Now since we are here, that clearly indicates that whatever we will write, that will be a part of a class, and if you go in the beginning and whatever you write, it's no more a part of a class. Got it, right? So you just go here and just hit enter. So basically if you reach at the end, you just say tab. That's it. So in class you can actually have variables and methods. These are two very commonly used. Let's say I will create one variable and I'll say this as num equals 100. Okay, so this one is a class variable. Then hit enter. Next, to declare a method in class, you need to follow the same syntax what we followed for function. Guys, you remember this? In my previous video, while I was talking about functions, this is the function. Now, why it is the same syntax? So, for example, if I just copy and if I paste here, this becomes a method. Okay, there is no such difference between function and method. If you use function without wrapping in class and you use them independently is called function. Now you see this? So we said this is function. Why we said this is function is because we are not wrapping this inside a class. When you write this independently, this is called as function. But same thing if you write inside class, when you are wrapping a function inside a class, you call it as method. So this will be called as method in this case, since you're writing in, you're wrapping this in class. So this time let's not say greet me, let's say sum, since we have taken the example of calculator and its functionality is sum. And one more thing I wanted to show you. Let me delete it and let's try again. So now I was here. Now since we wanted to wrap this function inside wrapping in class, so this will be called as method. Now I say sum. Now you see automatically the self keyword has come. So we'll talk about this in our upcoming session. But for now, just consider this as it is. Okay. And then you say colon and you just say print sum. So now let's come to the beginning. As soon as you come to the beginning, it will automatically will be treated as you are no more inside the class. So whatever you declare will be considered outside the class. Now, for example, if you will give one tab, so whatever you write here will be inside a class. And if you give one more tab, whatever you write will be considered as part of this method, right? So indentation plays a very important role in Python. So please remember. Now, let's come in the beginning. Now, if you want to create an object of any class in Python, it is similar as what we have learnt in function. So how you call this function? You call this function by its function name, right? Similarly, if you wanted to create, so how will you create an object? To create an object of this class, you will just say class name with this. So this is how you will create an object. Now in maybe Java, JavaScript, you must be using this new keyword, right? So in Python, this is not required. So this is how in Python you create an object. Now you need to throw this object to one variable. Let's suppose we call it as obj equals calculator. Correct, right? So this is how you create an object, and you could probably say that this is the syntax to create an object in class. Okay. Now, if you wanted to call a method, you can use this obj dot and you can say sum. Similarly, if you wanted to call a variable, you can say obj dot num. Now, this is the syntax to call method in class. And this is the syntax call variable in class. Now guys, in this session, did you understand how you can declare a class? So basically in class, you would see a variable and a method. So you see how you can create a class variable, how you know, create a method. We have just seen method and function. There's no such difference as such, right? All of it we've discussed. And we have also seen how you can create an object in class. And you have also seen how you can call method in a class and how you can call a variable in a class. So next we will be seeing in our next video, we would be talking more about self keyword and we'll be talking about constructor in details. Thank you guys for watching this video.